Hello again, my friends. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Hope that your day is all right. Hope your night is okay. If you're sitting on the couch late at night and you're just watching this channel, watching this video, hey, how you doing? Don't stay up too late. Really, don't do it. But if it's the morning, hope your coffee is hitting you with the right amount of flavor, boldness, and a little bit of that bitterness, or a little bit of sweet cream, whatever you got going on. Hope that is going down well. Let's go ahead and continue off of where we left off with Soft Machine and their album Third, as we left off with one of the best jazz tracks, period. Let's move on into the next track, Moon in June, which I was forewarned a while back, and I always remembered that this one has lyrics, so I have them pulled up. I'm just assuming that it's Robert Wyatt who is singing on this one, as we've heard him sing on some of his solo work as well. And yes, it is credited to him. So I'm excited because I love the sound of it. Whoa! I almost tripped! How am I sitting and I almost tripped? I'll explain it later. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the music. Hope you're having a lovely one. Let's go ahead and relax. Take a seat. Take a seat. Lay down. Lay back. Just chill for a little bit. Moon in June. Even though it's October.
I'm in a dilemma between what I need and what I just want. Between your thighs I feel a sensation. How long can I resist the temptation? Got my bird. You got your man.
ever though. Like.
Just before we go on to the next part of our song, let's all make sure we've got the time. Sit back and
Ain't done with it yet. Now letting you go. You come from. What the heck? That is the coolest thing ever. Okay, I don't want to hear a thing from you guys. I don't want to hear a thing. You already know. Listen, if it's your first time to the channel, welcome, okay? If you've been here for a long time, you know I don't overreact. I'm not an overreactor type of reactor, but let me tell you, no memeing. I am completely out of loss for words. I don't know what to say, dude. Did you hear this? All right, we listen to Slightly all the time, which I said on a first listen is one of the greatest pieces of jazz that I've heard. Now, with Moon in June, is this one of the greatest pieces of music that I've heard? What the heck? This album is just hitting them out of the park. There is no park. I Let me take you back just a little bit, okay? I love doing this channel. I love exploring music. Even if I don't end up liking the music, I'm happy to have heard it. I'm happy to have experienced and learned about it, because that's what I wanted out of this channel, is an avenue of exploration for myself, right? But every so often, there's a song, there's an album, there's a band, there's a deep vein that we hit. Or let me just speak for myself. I hit. And I'm like, wow, this has not only, of course, expanded my knowledge, as all the music does, but this has hit me a certain way. This has hit me personally. This has expanded my personal horizons. And not only expanded it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm not only enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it. And I think you know what I mean. When you find that new piece of that new poo, when you find that new piece of music that maybe you weren't expecting it to hit you, but there's just something that clicks with you. And it's that exhilaration. It's that feeling that I'm getting with this, I got with the last track. I genuinely don't even know what to say. I want to go lie down on the couch and just like put this on again. It's like what I said of Slightly all the time. I just want to start it over again, listen to it again. This is one of those tracks you find out and you love it and you just immediately start spinning it, and maybe 100 or so spins later, you wear it out. Like, you're done. I really don't know. I mean, sometimes I'm like, why bother describe the music when you guys heard it with me? And if you heard this, then you already know. You don't need me to re-describe it. But I do have a few questions. What is it that's making that deep, growly sound? Because it's incredibly fuzzy, incredibly growly, very deep, a lot of depth to it. I love how it kind of changes the tonal landscape and soundscape of everything in the places that it plays. It's not a guitar, though, because there's no guitar in this album. So the only things I can guess are it's one of the organs, perhaps, like totally manipulated and down-tuned and such. It could be the bass. It could be the bass being played like that, I suppose. But I genuinely have no idea. Those are just my two guesses out of what's listed on the personnel and, with the instruments that's being played here. So let me know what that instrument is. Also, one of the coolest things in this track, the violin that comes in later. That's being played by Rob Spall. I don't know. Once again, I need to know. You guys have the knowledge, and I want to know, like, what sort of manipulation is being done on that violin? Is the violin, like, being plugged into one of the synthesizers, an organ or something, like, plugged into it, and then Ratledge on the organ is, like, manipulating the sound on, like, the boards, like Emerson would do a lot of times in ELP? Like, I feel like that's what's going on. Like, Spall is playing the violin, and then Ratledge is, like, messing with stuff on a board, perhaps? I'm genuinely not sure, but whatever's being done there, that violin is just, like when it enters, you're like, ooh, I did not expect a violin in here. Sounds really cool. This makes a really good impression. But then we start turning knobs, we start pitching up and pitching down and manipulating the sound. This is true sound experimentation. That is like, this completely changes everything. Like, so much. Man, I'm loving the way that Robert just skipping stones along with the organ in the beginning, like that immediately sets you up with this pace. I love this kind of vocal ballet dance where each time that his little toes hit the ground or hit the lake, if you will, the ripples of the organ are immediately enlivened and brought to life with these colors. And the way that they just hop on and off each other, it's like they're playing this fun melodic game of leapfrog. That is so playful and so fun. And the playfulness of the lyrics and the delivery doesn't end there. It ends, or doesn't end. It also continues in the theme. Like there's a line where he says, let me pull it up. Because in the beginning, he's basically like singing a love song, basically, you know? Hey, we're enjoying each other, we love each other, blah, 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 blah. But then later, he's kind of breaking the fourth wall, and he's talking about music. And he says, just before we go on to the next part of our song, let's all make sure we've got the time. So first of all, I like how they're acknowledging like it's a long song. So like before we keep on going, make sure you got the time to enjoy it properly. Music making still performs the normal functions. Background noise for people scheming, seducing, revolting, or teaching. That's all right by me. Don't think that I'm complaining. After all, it's only leisure time, isn't it? They have this certain kind of capacity for comedy that I've heard from Caravan as well. That like, I don't know, it's just so playful and, for lack of a better word, it's a delight to listen to. That's what I'm feeling when I'm listening to these tracks from Soft Machine. It's just a delight to listen to. Also, I did say I'm not going to overly describe the track, but God, Routledge's organ throughout this whole thing is great. Everything is, to me, honestly, perfect. I like how the second half changes into something just a little abstract, a little different, but like, how cool is it still? And then I wanted to mention that, you know, there is a bass solo near the beginning, I guess, of the track. And apparently, that's not Hugh Hopper playing bass. Apparently, that's Robert Wyatt doing a bass solo. This thing is just the coolest track. And then, I don't even know when, but, because I don't have time, I can't look at, like, the timer and say, oh, it's at this minute, because, you know, turntable. Excuse me. But, I want to say maybe about halfway through, when the band just starts ramming it up and jamming it up, and they get really heavy and distorted, and then they just snap you back to reality with the cool leanings of night jazz, like these cool little keyboard lines. It's like so melodic, so relaxing. You take a night drive out, you look at the stars, and you're like just dreaming. They just hit you with so many different emotions in the music. I think this is fantastic. I love this song. I love this track. And I'm not afraid to say that. Let's look at these lines real quick. On a dilemma between what I need and what I just want. Between your thighs I feel a sensation. How long can I resist the temptation? I've got my bird, you've got your man. So who else do we really need? Now I'm here, I may as well put my other hand in yours while we decide how far to go. And if we have time to do it now, and if it's half as good for you as it is for me, then you won't mind if we lie down for a while, just for a while. Till all the thing I want is need, till all the thing I are, I'm you. Can I say something? I just noticed how in that part where he's describing him in, you know, romantic rendezvous to see how far this date will go, I like how he says, hold on, I lost the line. I'm looking for it. There it is. How far to go if we have time? Which he reiterates later in that line I just mentioned about, you know, listening to music and if you have the time. And then the next verse, moving down a little bit, he talks about, I wanted you more than ever, now we're on the floor and you want more. And I feel almost sure that because we've now agreed that we've got what we need, then all the thing in us needs is wanting. I like this change between needing and wanting in the way he's playing with the lines. It reminds me of Glenn Campbell in Wichita Lineman. I realized when I saw you last we'd be together now and then from time to time. Just here and there now I know how it feels. From my hair to my heels to have you on the horns of my dilemma. Living can be lovely here in New York State, but I wish I were home. I wish I were home again. There are places and people that I'm so glad to have seen, but I miss the trees. I wish that I were home again, back in West Dulwich. So there's a lot going on here in the music. Moon in June. Perhaps he misses the moon in June where he's from. Perhaps he's also kind of saying like that romantic night was under a moon in June. Like there's a lot of different perspectives you can read from this. And then he says at the end, you can almost see her eyes. Is it me she despises or you? You're awfully nice to me, and I'm sure that you can see what her game is. She sees you in her place just as if it's a race, and you're winning and you're winning. She just can't understand that for me, everything is just beginning until I get more homesick. So before this feeling dies, remember how distance tells us lies. I don't know, this is a beautiful song, dude. I don't even care what it's about at the end. I don't even know. This was brilliant, to be honest. Moon in June is the last song with lyrics that Soft Machine recorded. So this is the last song, period, for them that had lyrics. The song is in 3 parts. The first is a pastiche. How do you pronounce that? Pastiche? Pastiche? Of vocal themes delivered in a stream of consciousness, which varied in live performances. Wyatt plays all the instruments in this section? Okay. Oh my god. So, Robert is playing all the instruments in that opening section. Well, if I'm reading it that way, then it makes a lot of sense why that leapfrogging, like nature in the music at the beginning, made so much sense, because if he's the one directing his own steps, then obviously he can like rhythmically and so organically play with that pattern. That's crazy. How do you do that, man? The second part features the whole band and is an instrumental similar to any other jazz rock piece on the album. Similar, but amazing. The third is a drone featuring Wyatt and Robert and violinist Rob Spall. Spall's part was recorded separately and was sped up and slowed down to make the violin fit the beats of the music. That's phenomenal. I said on the last track, was Slightly All the Time, that was like one of the best things I've heard, and that was a peak. And if any of the following tracks were even staring into the precipice of that greatness, then I'd be satisfied. Dude, this is right on the peak. What is it? This is a 2 mountain climbers sitting at Everest, just looking down. Yeah, that's crazy. Last song is Out Bloody Rageous. Hey, looking forward to that one. Let me know what you guys thought of this one. You heard my thoughts. I don't need to expand on that. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, you're more than welcome to follow me on Twitter. If you'd like to support myself, the channel, and more videos, and all of that, you can also do that on Patreon. It helps a lot. Guys, this is amazing. Like, seriously. I almost peed my pants. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, if you're lying down, you're sitting down, maybe now you're standing up. I don't know. Maybe you're wide awake now. Enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your evening, your afternoon, your morning, whatever it may be. Hope this made it a little better, a little brighter for you. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you all later.